Hello, today I will to analyze a short story with the title is A Little Match Girl. So, here we go. The story was first written in Danish, a language from Denmark, and it was later translated into many other languages and made into movies and songs. The story uses easy words and sentences, but also some beautiful and sad expression. Second is plot. The plot is what happened in the story. The story is about a poor girl who sells match on a cold night. She is afraid of her father, who will hit her if she doesn't bring any money. She has no warm clothes or shoes, and she lights a match to feel warm and happy. Each match shows her something nice, like stove, a meal, a Christmas tree, and her grandmother. But each time, the match goes out and the nice thing disappears. The girl dies of a cold and hunger. But she goes to heaven with her grandmother. Third, mood. The mood is how the story makes you feel. The story makes you feel sad for the girl who has a hard and lonely life. The story also makes you feel angry and upset at the people who do not help her. The story also makes you feel happy and hopeful because the girl sees some good things on the match and she goes to a better place after she dies. Setting. Setting is where and when the story takes place. The story takes place in a big city in Europe, where the author lives. The story happened on a snowy and windy night on New Year's Eve. And the setting shows the differences between the people who have a lot of money and the girl who has nothing and suffers. Theme. The theme is the main idea or message of the story. The story tells us about the problem of poverty and wealth, and how some people do not care about others who are poor and need help. The story also tells us about childhood, innocent imagination, death, and heaven. The story shows how the girl uses her imagination to escape from her bad life, and how she finds happiness and life in the simple things and like the match at her grandmother. The story also shows how that can be a way to end the pain and go a place where there's no more suffering, and how the girl is rewarded with eternal joy in heaven. Point of view. The point of view is of who tells the story, and point of view in the story using third person. The story is told by a narrator who knows everything about the girl and what she sees and feels. Narrator. The narrator is the person who tells the story, and the narrator of the story knows everything that happens to the girl and what she thinks and feels. The narrator also talks to you, the reader, and asks you to imagine or know some things. The narrator also tells you what she thinks and feels about the girl and the story, such as pity, sorrow, and admiration. Conflict. The conflict is the problem or challenge that the main character faces. And the conflict of this story is that the girl is very poor and cold, and she has no one to help her or love her. She also has to deal with her father, who is cruel and abusive. She is trying to find some warmth and happiness by lighting the match, but it can only keep her for a short time. Characters. The characters are the people in the story, and the main character of the story is the little magic girl, who is pure, innocent, and lonely child. She has no name, which shows that she is forgotten and ignored by society. And the other characters are her father, who is violent, the boy who steals her slipper and who is rude and selfish, and the last is her grandmother, who is kind and loving, and also the only person who cares about her. Moral value. The moral value is the lesson or message that the story teaches, and the moral value of the story is that we should be generous to the poor and the needy, and not ignore their suffering. The story also teaches that we should be grateful for what we have and not take it granted. The story also shows that there is a hope and joy after life, whereas there is no more pain. Rate. The rate is how much you like or dislike the story. The rate can be different for different people, depending on their taste and opinion. For me, I will rate this story 4 out of 5 stars because I think it's touching and beautiful story. But yeah, also very sad and depressing. The message for the next reader is that this story is a classic fairy tale by a famous author, and it is worth reading. However, the story is also emotional and tragic, so be prepared to feel some strong feeling. The story might also make you think about the problem of poverty and injustice in the world and how you can help to make a difference. So, see you and enjoy your reading.